I think it's fair to say that I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like Stray before. But if you're an avid video game player like myself and also love the furry felines of the world, then I think this game might just be for you. It's being developed by a small team called Blue 12 Studios, and they're based in the south of France. And when I'm talking about furry felines, I'm not even joking. So essentially, it is a third-person platformer, puzzle-solving action game where you get to play as a cat. Now on paper it doesn't sound all that riveting, but when you have a look at the gameplay footage, you'll soon change your mind. It's one of those, standard tropey stories where you play as a cat in a dystopian robot world and you've got to find your way back to your family. And to aid you on your journey, you eventually run into this drone called B12, and he enables you to basically translate the robot language and get access to other things and, unfold the mysteries of what's going on around you. There's plenty to do in the world. There's the platforming element, jumping around to great heights as a cat does. But what I found really cool was there are also lots of kind of puzzle-like elements that, you'd only ever face as a cat. For example, trying to squeeze through a spinning air vent, for example, and working out how you can use your feline powers to stop it and get through. Now, I thought you might end up fighting some sort of rodent down the line, but I didn't actually see any in the gameplay. However, there were plenty of these weird rat blobby things that kind of look like giant flea leech things, and they're called Zerks. Some people are calling them face huggers. I'm a massive fan of the aliens, so I'm here for that. Aliens versus cats does sound like it has a nice ring to it. Aside the jumping, the puzzle elements, and also fighting off the Zerks, there's also the world and the interactions to take in. They've managed to really capture the bustling elements of what a robot city would look like, I guess. And there are brief moments where you get to see kind of like the hustling and bustling of how everything is interacting with each other. Now, in terms of release dates, in case this does kind of tickle your fancy, so it's set originally to come out in July 2021, but obviously that date was well and truly missed. The new revised date is that it is meant to be coming out in early 2022, and it's coming out for PS4, PS5, and PC. Now, as for confirmation on the Xbox, there has been nothing confirmed so far, so I am presuming it isn't coming out on the Xbox so far, but that's not to say that it can't change later on down the line. And this really is just one of those games that kind of would suit the Xbox Game Pass because, short, pick up, easy to play, and just, a nice little thing to just dabble through. And in terms of Game Pass, I just think it's great for those games where you look at them and you go, that looks really good, but I probably won't spend any money on it, but it's part of this huge catalogue, so I will play it now and give it a chance. Anyway, that's all I've got on this game. I'm absolutely loving the art style of it. I'm probably going to pick it up and give it a go. I'd love to hear if this is something that you are going to play. I think because it's so unique, it probably will interest quite a few people. But, if you're not a fan of cats and more of a dog person, would you play it? Let me know in the comments. But until then, thanks for listening, and I'll be back with more games, news, and reviews soon.